All right, good. Good. Let's make sure we're live here. Let's make sure we're live here. Seems like I am. Maybe. I don't know. Hey there. Hello. It's Sadie at All Natural Me. Today we're going to talk about relationships. So in honor of relationships, I have not done my hair or nothing for you. In honor of relationships, I have let myself go. Okay? Since we're talking about relationships today, I'll just get straight to the problem. We just let ourselves go. But that's not all we're talking about today. Today we're going to talk about how we are attracted to the relationships and the people that are going to serve our highest good. Sometimes those people are wonderful and sometimes they're not, but bottom line is it just served your highest good, so be grateful. So we're going to talk about relationships today. We're going to start our broadcast pulling a friend. I pull oracle cards. Those are my teachers, so you're welcome to hang out with me if you want. We're going to pull a friend. We're going to talk about relationships. Isn't this interesting? I swear I laid out the angel deck because I wanted to pull angels today, but when I looked down I must have grabbed the Archangel Michael deck. So I guess we're pulling an Archangel Michael card. I actually thought that it was gonna be the angels, but apparently I'm gonna pull an Archangel Michael card. Then we're gonna pull a Sacred Vision Oracle card. Hey Katie. And then because Katie, okay, that's my new slang thing, because Katie, like some people say because science. Well, science is slow AF, just FYI. So my new saying is because Katie. We are going to pull a Keeper of the Light, and then we'll finish up with our normal tango. All right, so anyways, you support that. Cool. I better move something here. I can't see my chat. Gotta see the chat. All right, here we go. Scroll it down. I do love having it on all, on one screen. So anyways, that's our lineup. Like I said, we're talking about relationships. So honey, I need you to bring me a drink. Your relationships can go so sour. Don't you really think about when you first meet somebody and they're all like, I'd do anything for you. I'll kiss your feet in public, whatever you need. And then as it goes on, they're just like, you come out from the kitchen, you're like, what? Right? So when I first meet somebody, I'm like, hey baby, how are you? Into the relationship, I'm like, you don't do nothing for me. But of course we're talking about even relationships of any kind. I think this is going to be a real general thing. I didn't pre-read, okay, but it does say I am attracted to those people who serve my higher good. I feel like this card should come with a disclaimer. It doesn't mean that it's going to be all rainbows and butterflies, but it will be for your highest good. Right? So anyways, that's our lineup. We'll just go through it today, and then for real today, I am going to take a shower today. Maybe. I'm not on a very good winning track. So anyways, I am still laughing that I wanted to do angels today. I've felt very connected to angels, so I just grabbed the angel deck, but what I had actually grabbed was the Archangel Michael deck. So I'm gonna honor that to no end, okay? We'll do regular angels another day, because that's just plain funny to me that I thought I was putting down just the general Archangel deck, but I actually grabbed Archangel Michael. So that is very interesting to me. That's funny stuff. That's that's how he works. So anyways, without further ado, I need a friend. How about you? So you guys, I just want to plug real quick. I do have a podcast now on Apple Podcasts. It's called Sadecast, SADECAST. I searched it. It came right up. I found myself easily. If you want to give me a good review there, like give me 5 stars, that'd be awesome. Thank you, Anchor FM. That's the app that's pimping me out. I appreciate it. I do. I appreciate people pimping me out. You can quote me on that. All right, so let's get a friend here. But yeah, you guys, Sadecast, it's my Anchor FM station. My official episodes are getting published as podcasts. So join me on Anchor, join me on Apple Podcasts. And shout out to my husband who gave me the idea for Sadecast. I said, what should I name my podcast? And he goes, Sadecast. And I was like, okay, you're right. So anyways, that'll be our friend. We can't go wrong with these guys because they're all good. And today we're talking about relationships and can't go wrong. So you just gave me 5 stars. Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate it. Because like I don't have enough ratings yet. So 5 stars, you know, you can give me a review. So what'd you say about Michael? Archangel Michael, AA Michael, that's cute. AA Michael was like, don't forget about me. Yeah. He is so funny like that. Asiel and I, like, we find his, like, we both had experiences where we found Archangel Michael cards from one deck and another deck. Like, how did you get over here? Like, he's funny. All right, so, now, this is interesting. She said she wasn't trying to make anyone look like anybody, but this certainly looks like Albert Einstein. And our friend today is Invention. So let's roll with it. Number 24, Invention. He's got some symbols on his neck shirt collar. I don't know what they are. Get this, he's got rabbits going down part of his throat on the sides. Speaking of rabbits, I still would like to ask my higher self, why do I have 5 rabbits? I mean, I'm really starting to wonder if I didn't actually need, for my highest good, that animal energy balancing type of frequency in the house. You know what I mean? Like, they're little anchors, I think. So, we'll see. It looks like he has a DNA strand going up his 3rd eye. And he's got, of course, like the atoms, you know, the atom drawing. Yeah, he's got a lot of cool stuff going on. So we're going to talk about invention, and then we're going to talk about relationships, and then I guess we're pulling an Archangel Michael card. So cool. Also, anyone who Anchor.fm app, you can call in, like, hey, and leave me a message. Today I'm asking people to listen to the poem, Calling All the Lightworkers, and then call in with like your response or what else you would like to say, or your plea to the Lightworkers. Like, what else do you want to say, or just anything, a little love, and then I will add it to my next Apple Podcast episode. Okay, it'd be fun to have you in there. So number 24 is where we're going now. No resemblance to Einstein whatsoever. Invention. It just was an accident, unless this one is. But she said that, like, even though there's one that looks like, there's a couple famous looking people, but she said she didn't mean to do that. So very interesting. So the 24th gift, that's what number we're on, the 24th gift is truly magical and contains the secret to genius. So you tuned in on the right day. I'm going to give you all, I guess we're going to get the secret of genius. Hey, Gracie, much love to you. Genius is far more than lateral thinking. It is the ability to make quantum leaps. Genius. So the gift he's going to teach us about is invention. The shadow is going to be addiction. And the siddhi is silence. So here we go. Thanks everybody for being here. I'm glad you're here. So I was a sensitive boy with an insatiable, curious mind. With a deep love of logic and learning, my parents encouraged me to study everything from math to chemistry to astrophysics. My unusual gifts for predicting patterns and solving problems were discovered by my professors and eventually the world. By the time I was a young adult, many people counted on my mind to answer some of the most difficult questions about our shared future. Hi, Angela. As the pressure amped up, there was less room for error. There was less room for feelings, free time, or the present moment. Once I was working on a problem and my mind spun round and round. My body got tight and I started to panic. I was frozen. Not knowing how to cope with the awful sense of failure and emptiness I felt, I grabbed a glass of wine, which helped my mind and body to relax. And mysteriously, the breakthrough I'd been waiting for spontaneously appeared. After that, anytime I couldn't solve a problem or felt anxious, I drank. The bigger the problem, the more I drank. It took a deep depression and several crises for me to recognize my addiction and accept the truth. There was no escape, nowhere to go. Nothing in the outside world could ever end the pain, anxiety, and emptiness I was so desperately trying to avoid. So, I turned the intelligence of my mind inward. I used my mind to watch itself. And I got so good at recognizing its patterns and repetitive loops that just naturally they began to loosen their hold. Whenever I bumped up against my ignorance, suffering, or an unknown, instead of pushing against it or numbing out, I dropped in. Now I think in spirals, not loops. I welcome the unknown, rejoice in life's mysteries, and have come to cherish creative invention and innovation above solving problems. Although my knack for solving problems continues to expand, my most creative moments and breakthrough insights often happen when I'm relaxing, dreaming, or doing nothing at all. I'm constantly surprised by how art, music, philosophy, mythology, and psychology relate to all I do. So, pretty common story actually, right? Like, I'm stressed out, give me my drink, right? But that is kind of sometimes the path to learning that you do need to chill out to let the energy flow. But his gift to us, all right, let's get into his gift. My gift to you. I'm here to tell you that addiction is not only about what you do, but how you think. And especially how you think during those moments in your life where you bump against the unknown or your own ignorance or a deafening silence and an inner emptiness. There are whole worlds of possibility in the space between thoughts, sounds, even between your impulses and cravings. One of the most difficult yet rewarding things you can do in life is to embrace those gaps in your awareness. Don't push your anxiety away. Don't fill in those holes. As you make peace with emptiness and befriend uncertainty, your talent for invention, creative thinking, and living will flourish. So feel your feelings. Don't push away that anxiety or that empty feeling or that silent moment. Don't just try to fill it in. Like, there is magic in silence. There is beauty in the spaces between thoughts, right? God is in the gap. I don't know if we've ever heard that one, but yeah, I love his gift to us. I love it. So here's his questions for us. So glad you guys are here. Here's our questions. How do you cope with moments of emptiness or anxiety? Does anyone feel anxiety? I don't feel it too often, actually, but I know a lot of people do. And I don't mind the empty moments, but I love this message because I think a lot of people will benefit. Okay, here's another good question. What role has addiction played in your life? Have you used substances, behaviors, or activities to numb yourself or fill a hole? Yes, for sure. Like just even last month or the month before, maybe it's been a couple months now, the coffee thing with me, that got to the point of being addiction. I needed it. I couldn't live without it. I looked forward to it way too much. Like, I was basing everything around it. Then it wasn't working. Then I needed more, right? Like, I just could not handle that. So that was like definitely a type of addiction. And then, yeah, like I've had, you know, like when you're younger, you get stressed out and that's like your first introduction to substances. Like, sure. Okay. So anyways, yeah, all guilty. You're funny. Yeah, so it's a good thing. Like, I think I could have been one of those people that really did get addicted to wine, right? Because it does taste good and it does work immediately, but my body literally rejected it in such an extreme way that I didn't get a chance to go down that path. But I see, it took like one experience to see how easy it would be to be that person that had wine every single day. And I mean some wine every single day. But my body just, it was like poison in my body for like a whole week after I drank it. Terrible pain. So like my body protected me from getting addicted to that. But I see how people can be so attracted to it, for sure. Here's another question. Actually, it's a suggestion. Today, pay attention to an arising feeling of emptiness. So before reaching for that cookie, cup of coffee, glass of beer, or the television remote, phone or computer, or your iPhone, right? Take a 3-minute pause to breathe and see what happens. So if all of a sudden you got like that emptiness thing coming on, like what should I do? I got to fill this hole. I didn't know if I was going to say hole or void, so I tried to combine the words. This void, this hole. Instead of reaching for your phone or a glass of beer or the television remote or a cookie, I want a cookie. Okay, instead of reaching for that stuff, take 3 minutes to breathe and then just see what happens then. Okay, so where in your life do you feel innovative? Good question for contemplation. 2 more. Is there something new that wants to be born in you? Yeah, probably, right? Is there something new that wants to be born in you? That's a great question. All right, last question. Find one simple way to cultivate more inner and outer silence in your life.
Sorry to interrupt, but is this a speaker?
Ask your brother.
Okay.
I love you too. Probably. It probably does the volume. Okay, speaking of silence in your life, interruptions. All right, that's okay. Find one simple way to cultivate more inner and outer silence in your life. I mean, that could just be as easy as like sometimes when I'm driving somewhere by myself, I just don't turn on the radio. It's only a 10-minute drive. I just don't have nothing blabbing at me for that 10 minutes, right? So that's one simple way that I can just like have quiet for a minute. So find something simple to do after my broadcast. Yeah, that's a great suggestion. Just wait till after the broadcast. So anyways, yeah, remember to breathe. Katie Moore, we got to get you some of that motherwort. Motherwort is an herb you take by the fresh made tincture. Okay, tincture made with the fresh plant. As you're feeling anxiety, you too, Angela, you take it right in the moment. Gracie can vouch. If you're feeling overwhelmed, it's good for that. And then for everyone, motherwort is a great herb for your heart. Okay? So it's good for your body. Motherwort. So, relationships. Feeling gratitude for attracting what is in the best interest of my higher self, my higher good. I am attracted to those people who serve my higher good. Okay? This is what we want in our life. A little bit of a disclaimer, I think, because sometimes it's not always what you think you want, but it's what you need. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, I didn't really think I wanted that, but look how much I've grown. So, let's see. This is like beautiful. Wow. In this three-dimensional world in which we live, there is a sense that we are separate from one another. And also, there is this sense that we meet by chance. This is an illusion. The people in our lives are drawn to us and are here for a reason. It is through sharing experiences and having relationships with others that we begin to understand ourselves. When someone appears in your life, you must see what is not resolved or whole in the person and understand the lessons he or she brings home to you. You draw others to you like magnets in order to learn various aspects of yourself. The people you have close relationships with, on earth are usually members of your soul family. You have chosen to incarnate together to help each other learn lessons, even though it may not seem that way to you now. Once a lesson is learned, don't be surprised if that person fades away. People are in your life for a reason, a season, or a lifetime. So I knew this would be good to do back to back with friendships yesterday, because they're so similar, right? And we kind of need 2 days. Personally, I need 2 days to kind of work through this stuff. Understanding that people in your life are in there either for a reason or just a season, or maybe if you're lucky, a lifetime. I mean, hopefully it's a lucky thing. Some people are in your life for a lifetime and it doesn't feel so lucky. But I guess that's how long it takes for you to learn your lessons. So a good affirmation is I am attracted to those people who serve my higher good. Okay, and then just be open and welcoming to whoever is going to serve your higher good and help you learn the lessons that you're ready to learn now. Like, you're more than ready. So know that everybody is attracted to you. There's no such thing as chance. You're not separate from anybody. You're connected to everyone. So when you start looking at it that way, that you're connected to everyone, we're one big conglomerate, right? Unity consciousness. We're all just here to help each other. Like, it really does get this like kind of team mentality. Like, we're all on board together. Like, we're all doing everything for the collective. So it really does make you look at everything kind of like, oh, wow, broader perspective coming through. Now I see the benefit in knowing you just for that short time, or for, you know, what we went through. And then we learned our lessons, and then we just faded out because we didn't need each other anymore. So no resentment, no attachment, no cords need to be connected to each other anymore. We can let that go. So anyways, good message for relationships. Continue your journaling, trying to heal whatever aspects that you still have. If you have any spiritual wounds that you feel like are connected to relationships or friendships, like, today is definitely the day to really clear that up within you. Give yourself permission to rise above the negativity. Give yourself permission to release any resentment or cords, literally. Like, think of everyone in your life having like a cord attached to you. A lot of those cords are ready to be dissolved, are ready to be released. So give them your blessing. Okay, give them your blessing, and a lot of your energy is going to return to you once you're not so attached to so many people. Okay, release your cords to all your past lovers. Release your cords to the family that is just, you know, you're just, thank them. Thank them for the learning experience in your mind, right? Be so thankful. Know that they came into your life for a reason, but also know that now that you've learned that reason and learned your lesson, you can release them from your energy cords. So anyways, let's see what Archangel Michael has for us, because I guess I'm pulling his card today. So funny. Oh, that's so funny. Here we go. Okay, Michael, sure. Here we go. No, Boomer. No. He's getting ready to bark. I can see that he's heard something. He thought he heard something. So now he's on guard. Just go back to your nap, please. He's my co-pilot. Every time that I'm broadcasting at the next desk, this is my dog, Boomer. So Boom is my co-pilot. He's sleeping over there. All right, Michael, I feel you. Thank you for coming here today. What a nice surprise. What do you got for us? All right. From Archangel Michael, God is in charge. He's hilarious, Katie. Hilarious. So here's our prayer. This is cool. I love this. Dear God, please help me let go of this situation, giving it in faith and trust to your divine wisdom and infinite love in order to resolve and heal everything and everyone involved. So, all right, Michael, we see that you're perfect for us. And it's true. We're talking about cutting these cords. We're talking about letting go. And that's exactly what this prayer for Michael is, right? Dear God, dear source, prime source, creator, all that is, that's God, right? The ultimate love. Please help me let go of all these cords and situations and detachments and relationships, giving it in faith and trust to your divine wisdom and infinite love in order to resolve and heal everything and everyone involved. Okay, we don't just want ourselves to be healed, we want everyone to be healed, because there is no separation. We are all one. Okay, so that's why we have to let go of also that whole like, well, I hope you burn in hell thing, right? Like, They're part of you. So you actually want that bugger to be healed as well. Because in the grand scheme of things, there's only one. And so that's why we're all connected. So it's a big, big, huge step for us to get to that place of really wanting that, right? Like we can repeat the words right now together, but do we actually believe it? Do we actually mean it? Like, yeah, I want to resolve and heal everything and everyone, I guess. Right? Yeah, we do. We want that. Okay. So, all right, let's see what's on the bottom, because, I mean, Michael did make a lot of effort to get here. So let me take the bottom card. I'll put the rest back here. But that one is perfect for healing our relationships, for sure. Oops, don't you want to go back in the box? All right. That's so funny. Okay, so I am going to show you the bottom one, but the one that, damn it, we're going to pick that one too. Okay, I'm only honoring it because it wouldn't go back in the box. And I thought, well, which one's on the bottom, underneath the bottom one, right? The one that would not go back in the box, the one that refused to go back in the box is, it's time to leave this unhealthy situation.
I just want to turn my finger.
I can't get it out right now, or ever, because I can't see them. Let me see. Where?
See it?
This thing?
Yeah.
Alright, put a band-aid on it. Okay. We hold all splinters until Daddy gets home, because he's the one with the eyes. And that one's tiny. So just put a band-aid on it and he'll be able to get that out. So
232.
thank you. It's time to leave this unhealthy situation. Archangel Michael, what parts of my life do I need to focus on more closely now? More closely right now. What parts of my life do I need to focus more closely? Thank you for helping me hear your answers and for giving me the courage to make healthy changes in my life. Yeah, so this is one that wouldn't go back in the box. It's time. I'll take a picture of this and put it on allnaturalme.com. He's beautiful. Oh, he's so beautiful. It's time to leave this unhealthy situation. So God is in charge. It's time to leave this unhealthy situation. And then, no joke, and this is what makes Archangel Michael so freaking hilarious, you guys. The bottom one is write about your thoughts and feelings. So even Michael's like, no, seriously, like, do your journaling work, okay? Okay, writing it out is a tangible way for you to try to get release on this situation. So let's get that pen, let's get that paper, and definitely write about your thoughts and feelings. Do your shadow clearing work on paper, and then we're going to light them on fire, you guys. It's going to be really fun. So here's the prayer. Thank you for helping me tap into my God-given creativity and wisdom so I can clearly express myself and glean insight, blessing, and healing. You're going to be surprised once you start journaling what comes out of you. And what you kind of resolve and come to on your own with your own inner wisdom. Yeah, at first you might just start out talking about the problem, talking about your feelings, talking about your hurt, but by the end of that entry on that journal page, your wisdom will start to come through and you're going to start to be able to see clearly a solution, which is your God-given ability to access that wisdom and that love and have that insight. So anyways, I know. Thank you, Archangel Michael. Katie is saying, dang, I needed all 3 cards. Yep, God is in charge. It's time to leave this unhealthy situation and make sure you're writing and getting it out of you, right? Purge it on paper. And even though you maybe have left an unhealthy situation, energetically, you still got those cords attached to that person. So you can call on Archangel Michael with his sword of light to help you detach and dissolve those cords, because you've learned your lesson and now it's time to energetically release from the unhealthy person, right? And wish upon them healing and then get to healing yourself. Hey, AA Michael, what's up? High fives to AA Michael. That's funny. All right, so I thought I wanted to pull one of these cards today, but I didn't know Archangel Michael was going to come in and make it feel so complete. But hey, let's just keep going with the lineup. I got the right hair today for some extended cards. Wasn't yesterday hilarious? I will never again say I'm only pulling a couple cards. I think I like hit a record yesterday with how many cards we pulled. It was crazy. So this is a Sacred Vision. Haven't had it out for a while, right? But my decks come out when they're ready, or when it's most, I'll tell you when they come out. They come out when it's to serve my higher good and your higher good. So even if we don't see a deck, you know, for a while, or we see the same one like all the time, it's okay. That's just what's serving us best right now. So yes, please cut those cords. Absolutely. All right, so let's just pull uno. No top and bottom. I'm pulling one card, just one card. So make it good, Sacred Vision. Because don't you just want to get to the keepers of the light? All right. So we're talking about relationships, leaving unhealthy situations and healing and resolving and dissolving. Okay, that's it. Goodbye deck. Look at me putting it away like before I get a chance to pick another one. Okay. Giveaway. Number 29, giveaway. You break it, you bought it. So interesting. I can't wait to read this. Giveaway. The name of the painting is You Break It, You Bought It. So first I want to get a drink. Today I'm drinking water with tincture of red clover. I really, you know, yesterday we got a lot of messages to keep movement. Don't let yourself fall into stagnation. Red clover is an excellent herb to do that, as well as balance the hormones. Like yesterday we got the Vitex tree message to balance hormones. Red clover also helps balance hormones. Anyone who has gotten the diagnosis of cancer, please look into red clover. Amazing, beautiful, beautiful plant. I even gave some to my son today because he's got a lot of mucus. Red clover also helps with that. So I'm going to give him that, and then I'm going to make him, it's almost ready, some mullein tea. Help get rid of that thick mucus. So cheers. Yeah, that Gaia card, she's a sweetie, isn't she, Katie? Doing pretty good, Angela. I'm doing good. I've been sleeping like 2 nights now. Big sleep. A lot going on in my dream state and in that half awake state. So something's moving for me, for sure. I feel good. Listening to my body. So that's where we want to put this shiny card. What an interesting card, huh? So for every action you take, there is a reaction. There is a cost. A cost that must be measured with balance and a replacement. Where your world is concerned, the action must measure the fragility of the item and the realization that there is only one, unique and irreplaceable. Oh my goodness. Both. Drink both. Drink red clover and rosemary. Try them together. So, I mean, since you've had them separate, you can mix them now. But, yeah, really cool raven. Yeah. So anyways, when we are young, we often go to the big pawn shops in the sky, and we trade something priceless for what we think we want. And then years later, it's common to go back when we're desperately in need of what we gave away to see if we can get it back. But it was sold long ago and forever. We lose family, talents, loves, and ideals in this great exchange. We don't think about how selling out eventually breaks us into pieces. Do rosemary first and then red clover later. There, I just was thinking about it some more. On the other hand, if what you sold could be redeemed, who would be the redeemer? If the cost is a broken you, is the redemption a restored you? Is it possible that you've been whole all along but lacked the loving eyes to see it? Dang, I'm gonna have to reread this. Hi, Rex. So sometimes we think we are missing something. Let me put this into plain English. Sometimes we think we're missing something, but that's just our perception. We've been whole this whole time, right? We've been whole this whole time, but we lack the loving eyes to see it. So you break it, you bought it. Dang, let me see what else is in the book. I just feel like there's something else, maybe. Please. Don't just give it to me like that. So this is a card from the East. Okay, here we go. Wow. All right, here's the spirit of the card. There are many small deaths in life. Deaths that can leave you feeling irreparably broken. You make mistakes, then ask yourself, who redeems me? Who makes me whole again? So the Bible speaks of Jesus, but there are many beliefs about the idea of a redeemer. In the bright sun of Creator's rays, you begin to see the truth of the ancient ones. I guess this is a crow. A crow, the messenger, caws loudly to awaken you. You are the redeemer. Can you hear the winds of your mind singing it? Love thyself, honor thyself, forgive thyself. Love yourself, honor yourself, forgive yourself. You hold the power of creation and destruction in your hands. How will you use it? Right? So we've gotten this message before, like with other decks. Like you've got the power to either create or destroy. So be really mindful of what you're doing. I love it. And ain't nobody gonna save your booty but you. Why didn't they just say that? Ain't nobody gonna save your booty but you. You're already whole, you're already complete. But be mindful, because if you break it, you bought it. So are you gonna use your energy to create or destroy? All right, very good. That's the Sacred Vision Oracle. It ain't no walk in the park sometimes, but don't you love it? Okay, very good. That's why I put it in the middle, so it can be cushioned by Archangel Michael and a Keeper of the Light. We need a little cushion around that card. So, all right, let's pull us a Keeper of the Light. Please visit allnaturalme.com and please visit the community page to see more pictures of this deck. Katie has been pulling lots of cards. She's in love with it. I get it. I understand it. This is a beautiful deck. One of my favorites. So visit me at allnaturalme.com. And if you join me there on Patreon for $1 a month, I even have that now. Everyone can join, right? $1 a month. You can post your card pulls on the community page. So get yourself an Oracle deck and come over to allnaturalme.com. Angela says create. Yeah, that's where we're headed. That's what we want, of course. But it's a very interesting message, isn't it? Especially under the umbrella that we're talking about relationships. You break it, you bought it, right? Ugh. Ugh. A lot of times that is my response to my cards. Yeah, that's what it is. Because sometimes oracle cards don't give you what you want to hear. They give you what you need to hear for your higher good. Okay, Keepers of the Light, we obviously love you so much. I feel you all wanting to jump out at me. We're talking about relationships today and our responsibility to them. We broke it, we bought it. Now we're the ones who's going to redeem ourselves and make us whole, and remember that we are already healed if we allow it. Master Jesus. Speaking of making whole and healed, and we just mentioned him being in the last card. I love this because I used to not allow Jesus to be pulled because I had a chip on my shoulder with organized religion. But I moved past organized religion and actually created a relationship with Jesus and his higher self, Sananda. So I love that this card is here now. This is the card of forgiveness, okay, which is more than perfect when we are talking about relationships, right? It is that forgiveness that's going to help us release the resentment and negativity and attachments, the cord attachments to these people. Yeah, Katie says, oh snap, I had just thought of that or him, and then I said his name. Yep. So Jesus says you're on the path of light, love, and forgiveness. Light, love, and forgiveness. And healing is possible at this time. Father healing, relationship healing, all of it, right? So what else do I need to say? Let's see what's on the bottom. Oh, so sweet. It is White Eagle. So let's talk about this. Let's talk about this because White Eagle's coming back like a third or fourth time between all of us who have this deck. You know, when we heal ourselves, we are helping heal our lineage and the collective and our past lives. Okay, so when we do the healing work now, we're healing down the line of our lineage. Okay, yeah, triple confirmation. Connect with your ancestors, send healing to your ancestors, connect to your lineage. So these relationships that we're talking about, White Eagle is saying that your old family patterns and your wounds can be healed now. Okay, so between White Eagle and Jesus, healing and forgiveness is possible in your relationships, all of them. Okay, so let's take this assistance and guidance and encouragement and energy coming forth and really let's apply it now to our life. Let's ask for help. Okay, let's ask for help in healing those family wounds and patterns, healing that relationship with your father. Okay, it needs to happen now, and not only does it need to, it really can happen now. Okay, so hey, you break it, you bought it, right? Own up to your role in the whole thing. Understand that it was for your higher good. That's what you signed up for. You wanted to learn something. You both had an agreement, okay? And we really just have to know, like, okay, we've learned our lesson, but don't worry, it's okay to leave it behind now. But you can't leave it behind if you're still angry and thinking about it and resentful. You're keeping it in your present moment. Okay? Yeah, you want to heal from this stuff, but not if you're holding on to negative emotion. That keeps it alive and well. So if you're ready to leave, then you really need to leave. And really need to leave means forgiving. Okay? Really. Because the people that we're angriest with are the people that we are the strongestly connected to. Okay? You're more connected to the people that have hurt you and you hate. You're more connected to them at times than the people that you say you love, because you're putting and giving more energy to them than the things that you think that you want. So it's really time to be called out of this. Ask for help. Okay, ask for help. It's there for you, but it's time. Okay. So anyways, thank you everyone for joining me. Good luck. Good luck doing your shadow clearing work with your relationships. It's a process, and one that you just really need to be open to and allowing, and it's not going to fix itself in a snap for most people. If you get it all cleared up in one blast of light, good for you. For the rest of us, we need to work a little harder, which is why, even though it was kind of a joke, he wasn't joking at all. You need to write about your thoughts and feelings, because at this point, if you've not started writing, you're just keeping them in that endless loop. Okay? And by putting them on paper, you're giving them an exit plan. You're helping to release them, right? Even this dude, he said he used to think in loops. Well, after he figured out what the heck was going on of that repetitive cycle shiz, now he thinks in spirals. Now he's going somewhere. Now he's being creative. He's just not stuck in this endless loop. Okay? So writing about things are going to help get it out of your head. Okay? You don't need to be attached to this anger anymore. All right, now I'm done. When you think you're done, but then you're like, and one more thing. All right, let's see. Let's see what we can let go of now. So to end the broadcast, we're going to pull the language of letting go. We're going to pull one of these cards, and then we're going to end with a joy and sorrow card. So I love you guys. Thank you so much for being here with me. Whew. Hope you guys have a great hump day, and enjoy yourself, and really take time to be in that silence and those quiet places, and be comfortable in the void. Okay? Be comfortable in the void. All right. Aw, this is sweet. Practicing gratitude. Aren't they sweet? Practicing gratitude. Today I will practice gratitude. I will get in the habit of saying thank you, even for the problems in my life, because these challenges are valuable lessons I can learn from. Gratitude is the key that turns problems into blessings and the unexpected into gifts. So this is perfect. Love it. So going along with relationships, today I will practice gratitude. I will get in the habit of saying thank you, even for my problems, right? Even for those you break it, you bought it type of relationships, because those challenges are actually valuable learning lessons. And when we're grateful for those learning lessons, we turn it into gifts. Okay? We turn our whole life into a gift. Okay? Especially if someone's listening to this now or in the future, and you're like one of those people that's like, oh, my whole entire life sucks, right? Okay, we need to change your perspective a little bit, because you have learned so much from all of that BS, right? All of it. You've learned so much. Your higher self is like so happy and proud for you for learning through all of these challenges. So when you start to see your life through the eyes of your higher self and the eyes of God and Source, you're going to see it all as a gift. All of it. All of it. So today, I will practice gratitude. Awesome. All right, you guys. Very good. After the crow and the broken egg, I thought, uh-oh, where are we headed? But we are always headed back to the light. We are always headed to love, and we can always be headed in the direction of gratitude. Okay? Let gratitude do your steering for you. So hope and comfort card. Yeah, we need some hope and comfort. Let's see. Well, yeah, good luck to find time to write. Yeah, I mean, I sort of had to learn to write even if nobody went to bed. Okay, like you just have to make the time. Even if you can't get solo time, like just take your little notepad and be in the corner, right? And just write. But yeah, early bedtime would be great. Okay, so you guys ready for our joy and sorrow card? When we come together in our relationships together, when we have joy and we share it with each other, we can amplify it, we can double it. When we have sorrow that we share with each other, it's our intention to be able to half that for one another, okay? We can't take it away completely, but we can offer support, and as soon as you're ready, upliftment to get out of your sorrow. So let's pull a card here, and thank you so much for joining me. I will be back tomorrow. I thought actually today was Thursday, but it's only Wednesday, so that's kind of cool, I guess. So tomorrow's Thursday. Anyone want to join me? I'll be here. I'll show up at 2. And like I said, you guys, please, if you're on Apple Podcasts, search for Sadecast, SADECAST, and give me 5 stars. So anyways, thank you so much. I know I can dream. My daughter tells, no, I won't go to bed. I'm not tired. I know. So you know what? Sometimes with kids, if you have kids, it's better to get up earlier than them. Like, what are you doing up at 4:30, Sadie? Well, I'm just trying to get in my me time. Oh, so sweet. So sweet, really. So this card is called Tipping the Balance. Totally blue. So who does that remind you of? Archangel Michael. Totally blue. What does that remind you of? Emotions. And we have a dancer by a river and a tree. This is a gorgeous card. This is the first card that I ever pulled from the deck. Asiel, the Oracle, and we were on the phone together. I just got this deck. I said, let's pull the first card. And this is what we got. This is called Tipping the Balance, which to me is relevant because in my poem, Calling All the Light Workers, that was part of it. We need to start shining our light so much that we tip the balance, we tip the scales, right? Team Light, get on board, shine your light. Yeah, so this is definitely a fox card, Angela, and I actually have a message waiting beside me. All that quacking at the beginning of my broadcast was Asiel. So let's read this card. It's a beautiful, beautiful card. So much movement, and that really does tie in yesterday when we pulled the river card. That was gorgeous. I love that tree, you guys. I love that tree. I want to be her. So it's kind of hard to read, but black font on blue, we'll see here. Tipping the balance. A full moon rises in the indigo sky. Stars shimmer and sparkle. The air is cool and still beside the river of life. A magical moment. Magic is the science and art of creating change in conformance with will. A fire. Here's the fire. A fire representing masculine energy burns in the center of a ring of stones set in the sand. A dancer covered in goosebumps balances on tiptoe at the edge of the river, pouring water representing feminine energy onto the fire. The two energies combine to create steam, carrying both upwards into the element of air. The fire is not put out, but is equal to the water in balance. Balance comes with practice, focus, and a desire to change. It is about being centered and about balancing weight with counterweight, offsetting one thing with the other. It is a process rather than a state of being. It takes a little bit of magic to tip the balance towards healing. By honoring the divine feminine, emotions can be released. Tears will flow, and unconditional love, which brings healing, will be allowed in. Okay, so when we journal, when we cry, we release, okay? But that allows healing to be allowed in, okay? So it really, really is important, like Archangel Michael was saying, to write about your thoughts and feelings. So here's your guidance from Tipping the Balance. So Tipping the Balance guides you to take time in the outdoors to commune with nature. If it is allowed, have a bonfire, enjoy the warm experience of the fire, and watch the dancing flames and see the hot embers fly up into the sky. When your fire experience is over, put out the fire with water and enjoy the sound of the sizzle of the water. Observe how the smoke and the steam intermingle as the coals are quenched. The elements of nature work in balance. When the elements are right, tipping the balance is possible. So if you feel like you're just on the brink of that healing, this is a message that tipping the balance is possible, but we got to get our elements in order. We got to get the balance between the divine feminine and the divine masculine in order. We need to find a way to release and let those tears flow. Journaling is a great way. If that didn't move you, read what you wrote out loud, because hearing it could be the very thing that you need to let it go, right? And to release, and then to allow the healing in. So this is a beautiful message to end the broadcast, where we've done nothing but talk about relationships and how we're ready to heal them and appreciate them, right? And really tip the scale back to gratitude and healing and light and love. So anyways, we had a lot of beautiful, beautiful messages today. These cards are gorgeous. That's why I always want to take a picture of them, because you kind of get a look at them through the video, but it's not perfect. So later on today, have a peek at allnaturalme.com, and you'll be able to have a really good look at these cards. And you know what? It's good to like get up from our broadcast together, go live your life, let things kind of sink in, integrate into your being the messages that you just received. And then, you know, do your work, do your healing work, build your bonfire, right, Angela? And then at the end of the day, check back in with me at allnaturalme.com and have another look at the oracle cards and see if there's anything else that comes up for you. Or just, you know, kind of like be proud of yourself for the work that you're doing and the openness that you're allowing for your experience. So anyways, you guys, I love you so, so much. That was cool. I'm gonna get my hands warmed up and finish my journaling because yeah, between friendship and now let's just clean up all relationships. So back-to-back days, holy moly. Thank you so much for being here. Yeah, Katie Moore says, thank you for all of the messages and confirmations today. I love you. Thank you. I love you. You guys are amazing. Just incredible. More angelic grace. I got more angelic grace than I sometimes think I deserve, but hey, that's part of it, you guys. We need to know we are worthy of all good things, of love, of divine love. I mean, we think we love each other. We do, but our love is like minuscule compared to the love of the Creator and, you know, God. So we're gonna melt when we really realize how loved we are. I mean, it's just incredible. We are nothing but love. So take a deep breath. Whoop, whoop. Exhale. Just really submerge yourself in that knowingness, how loved you are. As I'm wearing like a fighter t-shirt. As I'm wearing like a Torque t-shirt. Really just know how loved you are. So I love you guys. This is Sadie at allnaturalme.com, and I'll see you soon. I'll see you tomorrow, actually, or in a little bit on Twitter. So thanks, you guys, and make sure you get outside. Get your sunshine. Soak it up. I love you. We'll see you soon.